most of the tasks people use to get people. In that world, I can improve on.
Oh, hi again. My name is Hari Om Vashisht. HARIOM VASHISHTHA. The spelling is for the artificial intelligent enabled systems. The session goes from here to YouTube, but that's a manual workflow at the moment. I'm trying to automate that. I'm trying to upgrade maybe my hardware or software. I couldn't find a free one that supports my hardware. Okay, so today's question, which has been pertaining for about a week now, the challenge is to attempt the Salesforce Agentforce Specialist Certification before 11th of July, and it's only 14 days to go. The challenge is not just to attempt, but bring someone in confidence, someone from the Salesforce leadership that they invest in my sponsors, my certification, and be the enabler, bet on my credentials somehow. Okay. So before I jump to learning Salesforce Agentforce certification related things, let's dive into little tangents and parallels. Okay, this is me expanding the top of my funnel. My funnel. This is my conversation with kind of myself and the audience I'm trying to reach. Okay, so I'll open an image on screen and share my screen. Wait a second. So that I think I must have it right here. So I'll share my screen. Sharing my entire screen. Yes, and it should be up now. Okay, this is my funnel. This is the top of my funnel, and this is the bottom of my funnel. So this is the way I see the universe now. Right? The leads are not really captured very well here, but the top of the funnel, I'm trying to target Salesforce system integrators leadership with a system in place who are looking forward to experimenting with some things. Okay, and why me? Who am I? Why me? Right? And I'm like a very raw, vulnerable someone in the industry stepping into the Salesforce ecosystem for the first time. So I have not seen my first official Salesforce account, which is like mess, but I've never seen any account. So it's like I've only seen a developer account, which has been a clean account, right? But there's a huge opportunity in this ecosystem. Why me? So these are some of the numbers which I've been, I have built around across my career. But these are the what I had, where I'm going, where I aspire to be is this. at least $1 million by the end of this year for my clients. It is a challenge. It's a personal challenge. It's an absurd challenge. It's a bloody stupid challenge. Not a professional language to talk about. But see, let me start from or continue from LinkedIn, right? Today it just happened. It just happened today. Da, 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 da. There is something I wanted to show about my funnels. Give me a moment. Hmm. So my systems are a little um, like they need a lot of empowerment. I need to upgrade my systems on my websites. My system loads very slow as well. Okay. Uh, where is that I should be loading from? Anyway. Okay. Oh no, my LinkedIn pages are like stuck. Huh. So. Hmm. I'm distracted a bit, actually, too much. Um, I keep continue to posting on the LinkedIn platform without much engagement. I don't actually know what I wanted to showcase from here. So let me jump from here. Here, it's a new post from Mr. Greg Eisenberg, which says there are six things, that people need to learn in the agentic era. The first of them, so I don't know if someone has written that. He has also created a YouTube video, full episode here, and we can actually load it from here. So there's an interesting thing behind internet pause some things and kill some pages that I don't need. Come on, shut up. Okay. This is YouTube. So the interesting thing behind YouTube is that we can or ask questions. Wasn't responding to any questions from here. So whatever the content is there on the X platform, although Grok is integrated into every post, but my responses were not my questions, my prompts were not responded. I was like fed up of posting about it as well. But it happened for about 50 days. I tracked it. I counted. I suffered from there. So now we have this thing, right? So we can simply ask Grok, like, give me the list of six most valuable skills Mr. Greg has talked about. Okay, what I was starting to talk about was the first skill he was talking about is ability to build your own agents. So my whole this session every day, I try to do it every day, but I often fail. These live streams, I get my agent to summarize this session and document it as a very clear format on my blog home. This Notion documentation. It's right here. So I was talking about the ideal customer profile. This just before the session, I was thinking about. So this is a public Notion database pinned on my uh, blog home, nothingelesematters.com. And this is a database which is, everyday session is summarized in this page database every day. All these documents are created by my Notion Hermes agent, but some of them are being in try because Hermes agent costs. Every message, every action from there has a cost. So I have a pro version of Cloud, And while testing my routine, I get this thing done by my. Okay. Hmm. This is not sorted very well. So this is a template which has been created after every session. This an agent actually creates a summary story of my session, creates a task list. If I decide what I need to do and if I have done completed my previous tasks, it gives me a session thought. So what this session taught and what is actually I'm learning in these sessions. Artifact build, a blog draft. So I'm not actually using this all uh, outcome, but it's a template iterating on the top of something I'm doing already, right? And also it also gives me ideas about YouTube shorts from this all live learning and building sessions. So this is my agent outcome, and this is the best part of me building in a so public way. It's like, dude, I know I'm going to be judged by everyone, so let's do it in so raw ways that, yeah, see, this is who am I. Okay, talking about the data. So there's something interesting about data here is that uh, Google Analytics behind my blog. Nothing else matters. So this is my blog. Nothingelsematters.com. And I have been documenting my life in the form of chapters ever since September 2021. Yay. Okay. So I started writing as a chapter 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. Today I'm writing chapter number 21. I divided them into phases. First phase was like I'm defining the foundation, uh, origin of the story. When I was about to be a father, that is when this project started. That was when a lot of things changed in my lifestyle. So, coming to the chapter, most recent chapter, hmm, with a goal and updating that page, everything like, because now I have Cloud connected to my WordPress blog as well, so I don't need to actually sit on WordPress buggy systems to design or write anything. I simply talk to Cloud and get my pages updated, created new pages. Initially, I was not even able to connect. It was tough. Then I was able to connect, but I not able to update the blogs. Oh my god, it was so much. So excited. Hmm. Every day there is something new in my funnel. So I, this is how I kind of hold myself accountable with the daily, weekly, monthly, yearly goals. Okay. So I have an audience like very raw, very basic. 20 returning user is like basis. Is something. Can I say it's zero? No. So one person at a scale of $1 million game, right? Or Salesforce account is enough. So rather than having a million audience, it's good to have meaningful audience. So this audience is expanding. It says 150% rise in last 30 days, about 28 days. This is interesting. Um, and that is the, so let me go back to the funnel, right? This is my funnel. The top of the funnel has now 20 returning people. Okay. I don't know if some of them are qualifying for this criteria, but it's just a matter of time. The leads tracked are raw. I'm not tracking every lead carefully, but I'm slowly iterating on my systems. And there's a lot of things in the middle of the funnel. Wow, there's something that is not there on this page, which I want to show just before moving on to the Agentforce certification, which I missed by 6% in my previous attempt, and today I'm planning to do it again. So that was my funnel. I'm closing my funnel. I'm closing my Google Analytics dashboard as well. Just before that, I think I was looking at, oh my God, country-wise data. Mm, data. Singapore has been giving me maximum traffic. Oh my God. I don't know how Singapore has maximum audience that are coming to my blog. So let's keep understanding those things. Okay, I'll go from here. So I'll start closing the tabs I don't need, so that at the end we'll be focusing on. Since I can ask questions from Grok as well, so I'll not need YouTube. I'll not need this thing. I'll not need my. This is the thread where I'm designing the thumbnails of these sessions. So there's a template which is now like every day I feed in the new event title. So there are things that I wish to automate. It's like for the next day. Today I'm doing it, creating the events manually on LinkedIn. Tomorrow I want my agent to do it. So I don't iterate very fast. That's the shortcoming, but slow is like good. I need to test everything carefully. This outcome is like more than enough for me to even test. I'm not even testing that as well. So my workflows are uh, buggy. My funnels are broken. My funnels are broken. Oh, come on. Okay. So this is what. There's another automation, AI enabled automation I'm planning. Uh, there's another platform, YouTube channel I'm managing. So this is my grandpa's channel where I'm live broadcasting every day, at least about 15 to 20 minutes. That is the time where we do some morning puja exercise. Yes. I'll just showcase the data from last 6 months. Okay, 365 days. There has been rise in recent 6 months. Where do I only show the live content? Uh, Keeping the data green, the the graph green is a challenge. So this, if you look at the last 6 months of activities, I have been building this system, staying with my grandpa. This is my kind of a core responsibility that I care about. So every new lead that comes my way, right? I'm putting this my life with my grandpa as a top priority. So I'm not kind of available all the time. Mhm. Okay, so these are the funnels I'm optimizing these days. And this funnel is not yet enabled by AI yet. So there's a lot I wish to do, experiment to do, plan to do. I'm not even using like basic AI on this channel, like how did viewers find my content. Now Google Gemini is integrated into each of the tools, right? I can try to dig into like what works more, do more of that, but I'm just iterating on the ground zero. Vertical feed 48%, short speed 34%, browse features 5%. That doesn't come out to be 50%. Where's the rest of? So yeah, live discovery is the leading channel, and that's all I'm kind of doing in a intentional, iterative way. Shorts is not something I'm interest very clearly currently prioritizing. That's the goal. Okay, so I'm currently building an automation behind this to currently just one specific goal to update the thumbnail of a live stream so that after the session it's visible like at least a video which could be not not showcasing the videos from there. I wanted to. So this was this session where I'm experimenting with building that workflow. Okay. So I'll close my Claude also. Although sometimes in previous sessions I have been using Claude to figure out if I'm ready for my certification test. So I've been asking questions like, ask me questions about Agentforce, about Salesforce, about the raw things I understand. If I and the other thing is that the cloud can explain also. So we'll go there. We'll slowly go there. Just a moment of like tangent learning, right? Running an AI agent and local models. So local models is something that I wish to do, but my hardware is my hardware is not ready, not ready for it. Okay, so that reminds me, maybe I should get my cloud cloud, my assistant. Can I say my assistant? Oh, how can I help you today? So this sticker is also kind of, I don't know. Never used it. I knew it, it exists there. And there's a shortcut for that also as well. Hmm. What was it I wanted to talk about? Local models. I wanted to say that the agent local models, my system needs to upgrade. Yes, let us use the WordPress MCP and add a new page on my blog related to the sponsorship of my funnels and systems. Okay. Um, the goal of the page is to invite potential investors in the system or services slash products which can be highlighted on my live YouTube broadcasts. Okay, because this is what I wanted to. I should have started with. So the YouTube, no, not really. So the YouTube exercise I just showcased on other channel, my grandpa's channel, right? Which is at about 10-20 minutes exercise. This YouTube is about, um I should say, Salesforce only. My point is the same activity I'm actually, I have started replicating, right? So something worked there, constant um, exercise. So there, the audience has been mostly from the live streams. I'm doing currently it on LinkedIn. The audience, the Salesforce audience is here. Also, the artificial intelligence enabled agents and systems. So the audience from for that. So there's an assumption. Hey, there's an assumption that audience will be there. I'll try to cater to a specific audience. I will automate my systems. I know how to ask the questions. I know how to um, get into the depth of something that I wish to build. Right. How raw can you be? I mean, nobody cares. Nobody cares if I'm doing it live. Nobody cares if I'm uh, talking about anything if it doesn't help them. So my idea is to help myself, help people build funnels, build their systems currently. So I keep talking about the funnels I'm building. So this is the funnel I'm building. So now I gave it a task, right, to create. Oh, okay. Did you just create a page, dude? Okay. So my Claude said, stand next to the work, not in the ad break. Wow. Okay, let's see how it went through. Crafting authentic investor page. Copy without templated tone. Why not templated tone? I need to help Hari create a new WordPress page about sponsorship opportunities and its funnel. So designed to attract potential investors, showcase, and find. I'll need to load the venture, then work with the custom plugin to build the space. Since publishing content requires explicit permissions, I should draft the sponsorship page content. Get the confirmation before going live. Create draft initially so we review it. Let me start. Okay. So it says, since this public facing content for your blog, let me first pull your writing voice guidance. Did you? I've actually created a skill from my 21 pages of chapters of my life as a skill. So, 21 chapters of my life from my blog, nothingelsematters.com. We just showcase that, right? Chapter. I created a PDF file for the 21 chapters. I should have uploaded here. But I fed that to Cloud and like tried to create a skill. So I've not tested this skill, the depth of this skill. Oh my god. Uh, its on inference is I tried to iterate on that also. There are some patterns it has tried to recognize, and there are some meta patterns that I never knew existed in my writing. So all of this blog has been like handwritten. The recent um age of artificial intelligence, maybe 3 4 pages from here. This I think there was only this page was generated using AI, and this maybe. Okay, no, this is what is this? This is something broken. Oh my god, this is something very broken that I didn't expect. Chapter 21, generate revenue now. Oh my god. Okay, so the thing there can be things broken. Oh, memo. Hmm. Memo was a part of chapter 1, I think. Memo was a separate connection. I don't remember where it is coming from. No, it wasn't supposed to be here. There's a bug in reality. Oh my god. Matrix is broken, my friend. Ju- just get out of it as soon as possible. So, this was the page. Yes, this was the only page on my list of chapters that was created with the help of AI. But it took me like I don't know 4 5 days. I kept on iterating on the depth of this thing. Uh, and this image is the life map that I believe like I see my life in the form this form. Every moment, every the now changes every moment, and we need to choose where we want to go. It was initially designed by Tim Urban, but I wrote just one line on the top of it. Carefully choose where you want to go. Okay, although we cannot always choose. I won't go into talking about philosophy now. So all these chapters I fed to Claude and I asked it to uh, give me a skill on the top of it. So now the Claude simply picked it up automatically and it started writing in my voice. Let me connect your WordPress site. Connected. Let me see what your system plugins exposes. Let me check details, create ability to whether, right? So now here's the situation. Your custom plugin currently exposes single creation ability, create blog, and it has two constraints worth knowing. Title content, no post type. Okay. It creates a post, so it creates a post, not a true WordPress page. And it's a description of published directly to the site. There's no draft flag. So whatever I send goes to live. Okay. Before I touch anything, let me show you the full draft. The first draft is always stupid. I mean, that should be a the rule of thumb. My coffee has finished, but first draft is always stupid. First draft is always bad. It's incomplete. It cannot be great. First draft has to be broken into, like, connected with the real expectations in the person who's trying to create something, which is never, should never be accepted. I won't ever accept the first draft unless I am like doing it for the sake of doing it, which is not often the case, because I don't think it's worth doing something that we are doing for the sake of doing, right? Hello. Cheers. Okay. So what do we have? So this draft is not what I want to focus on right now. This is just another activity I do with the cloud, with my MCP on my blog home. And this is the ground zero of my activity, because these sessions are still not what they are not is not important. Where we want to be, it's like I need this views thing from 367 to 100,000, because live is something that's worth a lot, right? So we'll be there, we'll expand into that. And okay, so let's move to the Salesforce slowly. And last thing before this. So about local models, because I wanted to upgrade my systems, I started a thread on Claude to launch a page for sponsorship for my certification. So certification is the current goal. Okay. Not going into that tangent for at the moment. Running AI agents is something I'm like waxing on and waxing off very often, every day, almost every day. So every day session is summarized with the help of an agent. So that is what is the core of me today. It's like, do I have 10,000 hours of experience? Not yet. Okay. So my Hermes agent is like waiting for me on. Wait a second. Oh, Claw Station. My Hermes agent is waiting for me on Claw Station, and its name is again very unique. $1 million consistency partner. That's my agent. It's currently off. It's just waiting for me, and I'll very soon come back to it. I know the issues that my system prompt is facing right now. So I'm testing that with the help of Claude, so that the cost of running this agent every day was like $1, but the standard deviation cannot be more than $1. So I stopped it. I stopped experimenting here. Okay. This is something I wanted to read. These are some builders in the industry who are like expanding into the things they're doing. Oh my God. So I'll read it later. So let's jump to the core of the agenda of the exercise. Salesforce. Am I ready for the Salesforce certification exam? I don't think I'm ready. So I'll kill this page as well. Just read through this. Marketers who build distribution. I don't have an audience. I don't know how to build an audience quickly. So building an audience is a skill as well. Is a powerful skill to have. Okay. And Greg, I think, has talked about how to go about doing it. There's this thing that I have a risk. I don't have a risk averse hand at the moment. It's like I know I can spend on ads or create some hooks or content in a careful manner to focus on expanding my audience into something specific. If I have a product, of course, I will expand into that as well, and automation and everything inside that is possible. I'm been doing that, so I have another product that is three mistakes of my life.in, which is where one of my agents is already live. I will go to my portfolio. Did I talk about portfolio in this session yet? So why I keep on jumping between the lanes, let's say lanes, uh, because everything I do is connected, and uh, in a way, wait a second, I think I skipped that part as well in my head. So why do I keep switching? I The current goal is to showcase everything I have. So rather, although I understand the importance to focus on something more carefully, I am often distracted as well. So this Notion page has my first agent built on Agentforce. It describes the project only. I'm not expanding on this venture as a serious business to generate revenue at the moment. At the end of the day, this is a very philosophical but real world connected system of thought, where I'm saying discipline is a very necessary thing for the humanity, for the next generations. And that is where this course, this program, this system, see, you see this map again, it was there in my chapter 21 as well, right? This is the foundation of everything I think about. Yeah. It starts with the Srimad Bhagavad Gita's shloka. So if someone new comes up to this platform, they won't ever understand like what is that I'm selling or what it is about. Okay. So, but yeah, there is something that I have published here. Huh. So not expanding on this, not expanding on tangents at the moment. I need to improve this agent. Also, I understand, right? So I'll be learning from my Salesforce accounts. Just to finish, Mr. Greg says robotics engineers who build and source hardware. Oh my god. Hardware is has a gravitational pull, huge gravitational pull. I too wish to do that. If my hands have some risk averse freedom in my hand. Currently, I don't have, but I soon wish to build a lab in my town, hometown, Haryana, Bhiwani, which is like spread in less than 30 square kilometers, which comes down to 6 kilometers in diameter. Wow. And my water bottle is finished. I will need to hold. Okay. Curator who yap and make short form videos. The builder distributor, IRL community builders. Okay. So I think I'm a builder. I'll keep building. I'll kill this page. This is the outline which I need to focus on. I've been reading about prompt engineering since some time. So I'm currently focusing on AI agents. And there too, there's a lot I think I need to study and revise and a lot of things. So the best, I think, track is there are two tracks from here. Either I follow the documents and courses and learn from there, or I actually build in my playground. Playground, what is playground in Salesforce? Salesforce has a very creatively given this name playground, although I've seen it maybe other places as well. But my Salesforce account, it's loading. So we'll tangent from here to Salesforce Trailhead. Da-da-da, 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 da-da. So I'm where is that timer? Where's the timer on my screen? Oh my god. this timer. 14 days to go. I have never worked on Agentforce vibes much deeply yet. So I'm yet to get into that. So that is why I've created this home desktop wallpaper. It has been here since very long time. It keeps reminding me that this is the goal. This is the ultimate thing that I wish to dive into, and that's where I'm going. Okay, so I'll kill other pages. I'll kill my portfolio page. This page also has a great retention, and it's not getting me some incoming opportunities yet. Maybe it's not designed well. Uh, Although I also should have an agent on this page, so I think I will be building an agent on this website so that anyone who lands on my website can connect with me in more agentic ways. So I will feed all my 21 chapters. Should I feed? Should I not feed? That's the question. But I think I will. I also have done it once. Maybe it's there on my agent. So what happened to? Where's my trailhead? Log into your account. Log into your account. So there are two tracks I will be working on parallelly. One is where I'm login to access Salesforce. What do you mean? I hit that button only. No. How do I log in with Gmail? I'm already logged in, I think. You are showing me my face. Oh my god. क्यों आजकल नींद कम ख्वाब so I've been trying to, or ideally, what is the ideal standard I wish to work on? I wish to schedule these sessions every day, like in a way that a specific time at least, so that people can know that this is going to be happening at that moment. Currently, I'm doing it at 2 p.m. that way. But and morning time is the time where I'm more focused on marketing and reaching out and connecting with the always a gap between where we wish to be nature. That's the raw thing that exists in every human, right? But when we enjoy the process, we minimize the difference between where we want to be and where we wish to be, where we are and where we wish to be. So this is also a point where I understand these sessions can be converted into a okay. There is something new. Is that I wanted to explore. So agent Blazor status is far off from me. In 2025, I completed some like two basic. What is that? Where's my trailhead? No. Badges. Okay. This exercise is part of. Okay, it is trying to. Oh, it is about headless with Salesforce 360. I think I must do it. So this is the new part of Agentforce, and I think I don't even know so what it is about. So let's explore. I wish it could allow me to do it. Okay, could it be out of my syllabus? Is it from no? So this Agentforce certification doesn't have headless element. It will be a tangent thing for me to even care about at the moment. But yeah, more knowledge is never bad. Okay, but I should be rather in a very. Where is my? This agent blazer status. Congratulations on 25 status. It's yours to keep. You don't. So this is a kind of a gamification system which Salesforce has built, and I think I need to keep checking if the system is live. Okay. What happened in some of the last recent sessions is that I lost the connection and I felt like, oh, I lost. I could not recover it. So my systems are like very in an urgent need to upgrade. Oh. So there's another thing which my goals have this the number $1 million. I'm calculating my the value of my time in hours and minutes today. When the year started, I started with an assumption that my per minute value is like $2, and it's about like 50% of the year has gone, and there's no revenue yet. So the value of the time doubles every moment. Not every moment, but yes, you get the picture. So I need to focus on agent behavior. This is an important part of guidelines for the certification. From here, behavior is behavior. Deterministic. Given a use case, manage deterministic behavior of an agent using mechanism like filters, variables, and templates. Variables, right? So these are the things I think I don't understand. Let's care about that once. Let me look at my agents. Oh, so my agents are not saving the values or I should say, leads in my account. I think I need to learn that carefully. Okay, uh, it's not opening. I don't need to look at. I need to my agents. Yay! How many agents? Oh, 11 items I have. And initially, I had built an agent that was talking about the agent God complexes. Also has my 21 chapters, but it has a very different context. So I started creating one more. It's not ready yet. It was only thought I started. Okay. So I'll build an agent in some near future, sometime in near future. What is that it wanted me to talk about? Okay, this is a tangent I don't want to expand into right now on this session. Behavior. I'll repeat from what I learned in last session, and I'll expand from there. First this, then that. So designing for humans and agents. Mhm. This exercise we will learn explain the history importance of conversation. Come on. After completing this unit, you'll explain the history, importance of conversation design in AI. Okay. Differentiate between system and intent failures. Evolution of conversation design. To understand where we are going, look at where we have been. It's talking about philosophy. To understand we are going where we are going, let's look at where we have been. The journey from simple if then else logic to oh, autonomous reasoning has fundamentally changed the relationship between humans and machines. Uh, yeah, it's philosophical, it's idealistic, and it's real. So let's keep expanding on where we are. So we started from if else logic, of course. Initially, it was that only. Then the new neural networks pitched in, right? If I can try to verify from the phone, yeah, I don't have an audience at the moment, which is fine. It's a momentary thing, right? So the past, scripted interactions, rule based. Present, AI and humans, assisted. The future, autonomous agents. Yay! Goal driven. Okay. There has been a recent upgrade in cloud as well. We can define the goal of the exercise, and until the goal is not reached, it doesn't disturb you or wait for you. But I've not explored the depth yet. I don't. I've not tried that thing yet. Okay. So just a thing to be. It wasn't talking about behavior. And this is the creative part of Salesforce. AI generated using Google Docs Gemini. The shift, scripted flows to goal driven execution, changes how we design. We are no longer designing screens or linear paths, we are designing the behavior that guides how the agent acts to achieve outcomes. Wow. Behavior. Repeat, script. That was the previous version. Oh, initially it was a tell. There was a sound from outside. I think I had to check. Not. Okay. So the third version, the fourth version. Wow, where we are right now. Five. We are at five. Okay. What is the agent behavior design? Let's define role, goals, and guardrails. There are components of behavior. I think the guidebook was talking about. Where's the guide? So whenever, like, when I'm reading or preparing for this thing, it's often like how do I know if I'm ready for this certification? It's like I can keep on studying until I'm not confident. I don't know how it should arrive. When that time will arrive, then I can say that I'm ready. There's a list. It's a to-do list kind of thing. For me. So I rather than 4 hours a day, I should be spending like 18 hours a day. Okay. Design trusted behavior. Where we are. Explore. Oh, so this is the next page, right? Okay. Agent behavior. I read this page 4 times. User intent, North Star. That's the core thing. So when a user is asking something, the design should basically say that how accurately does the agent decode human language, right? That has to be the foundation of the metrics to be tracked. Then the specs, mission control is like, can we design the journey? Does the agent stay on board, on brand, follow company policy even when the conversation gets complex? Data. So I cannot name these elements by heart. I think I should be able to do that with practice. The data, the source of truth, the model, the cognitive engine. And we answer some questions at the end as well, optimize for reasoning, not just response. And something I want to repeat today, which I do often very, Mr. Mark Benioff, sir, why do I have to attempt an MCQ assessment when we can have a definitive uh, this kind of uh, you know validation for checking? So this exercise has a check the challenge, right? If the agent we are trying to build from here, all these exercises about building an agent, right, which can be tested through this simplified check button. I mean, why not use that in the certification as well? I hate it. I hate the MCQ based MCQ format of assessment. If I had Mr. Mark around me anywhere, let's say, I will, and I could say only one thing to him, I would say that. Like, dude, just upgrade the certification format, no? It just dumbs me down. Like, prepares me, makes me prepare for cramming the things. Shit. Okay. Optimize for reasoning, not for response. Okay, we completed these. Intent failure. This is an interesting thing. User wants to cancel an order and is offered information on cancellation policies instead. Right. So it's an intent failure. I mean, uh, is it an intent failure? Which of these is an example of intent failure? So I have a doubt in this part as well, because if I want to cancel and if I don't understand the cancellation policies, okay, maybe yes, it's an intent failure in a way that if they are not eligible, then that thing could be. It also comes with if and else, right? So next chapter, design trusted behavior, learn objectives, identify key factors that impact your user trust in agents. Okay, define, identify the key factors, then design for preserving trust, promoting smooth user experience. Designing for preserving trust and promoting smooth user experience. Okay. There's something I wanted to look at. Reminds me. Nope. Hmm. So let's try to look at this thing. In the world of AI, few things matter. So trust, as much as trust. The agent that fast with hallucinating is a liability. The agent that's smart but hard to talk is frustrating. To bridge the gap, the designers need to be architects of trust. Hey, wait a second. Ulla, beta. Thank you. एक खराब मिला तो हमने सोचा कि हीरो थे तुमने बहुत की थैंक यू लेकिन वो तो गंदे नहीं थे अच्छा अभी अभी मैं थोड़ी देर पढ़ाई कर लूं मैं बोलूंगा नहीं इधर ऐसे गिर बोलना नहीं बिल्कुल ठीक है चलो somebody the child the dear child bought some thing to eat and I'll continue with that. I'll continue eating. So, should I stop? Wait a second. This would not be a good experience. So, I'll shut off. because I had not added my specific part of tools on stage. Oh my god. Okay. I could be very badly executing my project. Because I had not added my what is new? Part. What is new with the clouds on stage? Oh my god. Neighbor, oh my god, बोला. I'm speaking to the camera online. Please don't talk to me. And then here. Why it matters. Okay. When an agent is transparent, a minor error like a momentary failure to retrieve a record is seen as technical glitch. When it is not, the user isn't even sure the agent recognizes the problem. Okay, be context aware. So it's also a human thing. It assume an agent is a human, right? So when we have to assume that agent is a human, it has to have a core thing that is trust, right? So if I'm not able to do something, that should be acceptable, you know, as a skill. But if I don't communicate like a human, this is what I will do, and do I do something else? It breaks trust, right? So it's important for the agent to understand what it has talked about in the previous conversations with someone specific, right? Agent adapts to the role. Preciseness is also important. See, trying to say that. Build trust. I mean, reading through all of it is like not really important. Understanding that important is important. Building trust, face, focus, safety, ethics. Oh my god, I don't know. Knows when to escalate, respects privacy, avoids hallucinations, why it matters. Build behavior that builds trust. I think I must switch off the sound for some time as well. Okay, the lunch break is over. I'm continuing from where I have been continuing. How to evaluate AI agent value? Differentiate between technical failures and failed user experiences. Triage agent failure using heuristic priority model. How to evaluate agent value? What? In this unit, you'll okay. Let's see the it talks about. Although the the guide, the summary, the certification doesn't talk about agent value. Events agent issue. This Bharat Dreaming event is the dreaming is the goal, is the milestone I'm looking forward to currently because as a beginner in the Salesforce ecosystem, it is difficult to step in. And at least remotely, it's a quite challenging task. Okay, so yeah, we'll reach out, we'll meet some people. That is the goal, my friend. Bharat Dreaming, 11th July is the goal, is the milestone, is the upcoming great thing. Okay. Agent value. What is agent value? You learn how to move beyond technical benchmarks to understand how users actually perceive AI. Three failure taxonomy and learn practical design strategies. Okay. Gap between working and worth it. It is working, but is it worth it? Okay. Success isn't just models performance on a benchmark, it's about the user's perception of value and the trust they place in the tool. Okay. When the user says an agent doesn't work, they are not usually saying getting a 404. So, and the end user, actually, we should not even say users. I hope the documentation sometimes upgrades that to people. So people don't say they are getting a 404, right? They are simply saying the agent is not working. And it may have 100 meanings. A user asks an agent, what are the current inventory levels of our top selling products? Okay. The agent responds, I don't have access to the inventory database. You can find that information in supply chain dashboard. Technically, the it is successful, right? The agent didn't hallucinate, it correctly identified its limitation and redirected the user. But to the user, this is a failure because it did not get the right answer it was looking for. They didn't get answer, they need to complete the task, so then the agent didn't work. Makes sense? The agent quality heuristics have always been the rules of thumb that help designers evaluate quality. Should I jump from here? Three tiers of agent failures. Red alert, whoa, missed the mark, user intent not met. Usable, not lovable, limited user value. The second meant the agent is functional but it delivers an output misaligned with the user's goal. Okay. The agent is functional and accurate, but the output is low quality, too wordy, and requires the user to do more work to get the actual answer. Okay. What is also P0? Technical quality assurance. So when we are doing the round one, they are found like grounded severity P0, right? They are usually found through the it says technical quality assurance. P1 and 2 are often when user frustration and fall off risk. Through though difficulty to difficult to identify in traditional testing, these failures are painful obvious to the end user. The heuristics themselves each map onto a severity tier, which allows designers to translate the interaction between they see in evaluation and a functional system. Okay. How do you figure out the complex problems the agent is getting into? Does the output meet the user's actual intent, even if the system acts as designed? So these are the questions, diagnostic questions for scoring. So the section is like carefully designed, useful for a scoring purpose, right? These heuristics, I don't know if I need to remember it like this: reliable, effective, responsive, memory and UI context, trusted, teachable. And this is the part where we may have to get into the depth of that I don't understand. Decisive. Does the agent move the user forward with clear direction and confidence without exposing internal system complexity, being overly cautious, or creating decision paralysis? Hmm. Conversational, consistent. Does it use plain language? Avoid being too noisy and verbose. So these are the things that also can be tested through automation testing within Agentforce. There is a test cases section which I actually wanted to use for my QA of my agent. Uh, is the assessment, the certification required? Does this assessment require testing? Yes. Okay. Explain in how testing center evaluation was work. That's an important part. Hmm. I don't know. I didn't know that it has testing as well. Identify the considerations of deploying an agent from sandbox to production. That's important. It doesn't make us do that. Did I hit the testing? Yes. I wanted to test something, but my agent wasn't visible. So let me see. The 14th version is there, but I think the oh earlier it wasn't visible like this. If I remember it right, 14th is visible, right? 14th version. It creates test cases from here, but there is something I want to test, verify before I proceed to creating. This agent has a lot of versions, iterations, and I want to see how many versions are there because the latest version was not visible since long time, for a long time. Why do I have to type when I can speak and type? And there are 14. It wasn't visible for a long time. Oh no. Okay, I wanted to test the latest version, and there should be a description, I think. Test the agent thoroughly. Oh, ask. So, okay. Now I don't have data prepared for this exercise. Do I have conversation history? I don't know. My agent is not designed to remember a conversation history yet, which is what I need to also learn. I have not created any context variables. Data access model. What is that? Live data connects to the current environment, best for end-to-end validation. Mount data isolate test. So there's no live data. Where is the data coming from? Tests from this organization, some metrics may be unreliable. Okay. I don't have. So it cannot create test cases when I'm picking up the live data section. Oh my god. It's not generating test cases for me. Oh no. So this is what I was looking for. I wanted to generate test cases, right? Like, can you generate test cases now? Yes. Assigned to the agent. Generate test cases from sub agents. There is a knowledge base, right? Hmm. I think we should do both one by one. Oh, and these are the metrics like quality evaluation, completeness of the answer, coherence, like evaluates the response is easy to read and free to grammatical, conciseness, short and accurate, latency, okay, instruction adherence. Right. So these are the some parameters on which the agent will be tested, can be tested, and will be tested. Response evaluation. There are response quality evaluations and there are default evaluations. Okay, so there will these will three will be default. Like that's this is what you cannot disable. Response evaluation evaluates if the agent's response matches the design scenario. So currently the agent test cases will be built from the knowledge and actions. Okay, let's go. So I hit a test case generation exercise on in my test library, and now I am getting into this agent. Where is that exercise? Yeah, because I was learning about the three tiers of agent failure. So I went into a tangent to run a test case generation exercise. Factual, reliable, effective, responsive. Oh my god, it is huge. So there are two questions at the bottom. An agent correctly identifies. Let me switch off the air conditioning. An agent correctly identifies that if it doesn't have access to specific database and provides a link to the dashboard where the user can find the information manually. The user reports that the agent doesn't work. What should an admin categorize this feedback? Wow. Technical interaction that resulted in a failed user experience. System crash, no. System failure because the agent always should always produce an answer processed by the user. Experience because the agent followed the script. I need to take this call. I'll take I'm back, and my exercise is almost complete. A Salesforce operations agent is functional and accurate. Okay, but it provides 500 words explanation. Hey, according to the failure point taxonomy, what is that? Operational success, limited value. There was no P3, right? There are only P1 and 2. So, yes. So we'll check. Oh, I made a mistake. The first question wasn't about system failure because the agent should produce an answer satisfy the user. Okay, the technical interaction that resulted in failed user experience. I mean, when the answers are confusing, I often tend to confuse the options. Okay, I got only 50 points. So Bharat Dreaming event is about around the corner, 14 days to go. The 80 speakers, oh my god, one day and 80 speakers, 1500 participants. What does it mean to have 80 speakers in one day? I'm kind of scared and much. Do we have a list of speakers on the website? Yay. Okay, keynote speakers. Gilda H. We have a huge list of speakers. Oh my god. I tried grabbing an opportunity to speak on the stage, and I didn't get it at least this time. Maybe next time. I have a theory that I wish to share with the Salesforce universe. Okay. So we'll kill pages that we don't need at the moment. Triage agent response. That is the next exercise. Uh, Triage. Is that the part of? I mean, when this certification guideline is there, it should also tell us like from where to prepare for what. Okay. What I'm like kind of seem to be missing is that it says go through the status, right? Go through the exercises. But is it enough to do the exercises and go for the certification? Last time when I went for the certification, I used this extra course from Mr. Mike Wheeler. I don't remember the website from which I purchased that course. Udemy, right? So I think I will go through that again before I attempt my certification. Right. So about triaging agent responses, what does it mean to have to triage the agent responses? After completing this exercise, you will be able to prioritize agent behavior designed based on the heuristic scores. Okay. Prioritize agent behavior design based on the heuristic scores. Okay. Establish a continuous loop of evaluating and refining agent behavior. Continuous loop of evaluating and refining agent behavior. Okay. Can I try to summarize this page? Do we have a summary of this page somewhere? We can try to use. Tackle trouble with triage. It says agent failures are not always obvious, unlike traditional digital experiences, which is the challenge we are supposed to be tackling, right? Because it can have so many use cases. So we start with the basics, the MVPs, the very basic things that we can test and we can build a foundation on top of, right? Agents may still produce responses while failing to resolve users' issue, weak prompts, missing data, unclear intent can all lead to answers that sound reasonable but do not help the user succeed. And experience heuristics help teams detect. Okay, evaluations make or break experiences, not evaluations. Come on, how? Start with and flow from user intent. Assessment should prioritize failure severity, not just failure rates. Failure rate should be like, of course, minimum, but we need to prioritize the failure severity as well. The danger. Critical failure should be weighed more than basics, the other things, right? Maybe. So if you ask me the other things other than like P0, 1 and 2, I don't remember. Maybe I can go back one step and take a look at the previous page. Apply heuristics to agent assess agents. Okay, start with the user goal. Everything flows from this. What is the user's goal? We uh, we need to design the user experience based on the user's goal. Evidence based. Quote metrics, do not guess. Cascading failure matters. One root failure can lead to other subsequent failures. Look for contradictions. Does passing one heuristic, like approachability, conflict with failing another, like factuality? Oh my god, this is deep. So, if I have to use the summary, it says user intent first and then prioritize severity over rates. Okay. Politeness is not a pass. Focus on task value. What does it even mean? You're not supposed to be polite. Focus on type task value. We need to. So politeness is a table stake, like given. We need to be doing it very carefully, without even asking. Important is the task value, right? Okay. Consistency. Apply the same standards across heuristics. All pass, fail, require reasoning. Always include turn members numbers. Okay. Observe behavior and impact. I mean, reading through everything is like maybe a mistake. So, skimming through the content now, P1 says user intent not met. First priority is system failures, of course. Critical system failures will be the top priority. Then there will be user intent failures that we need to check for. Then limited value if we are meeting the user intents, but maybe the value is limited. If everything passes, we'll consider it as pass. Okay. End of the evaluation process, designers have a much better understanding of both what happened in a conversation and the right priority of the next actions. For agents, getting a best outcome is about applying insightful design inventions. I mean, let us see the test cases generated by the testing center just now. Or is it? Oh, I did not hit the run test. And we could not run the test suite. Cannot run because no test cases are available yet. So, why the test cases are not generated yet? It was supposed to generate test cases for me, right? Is it expecting me to generate the test cases? I don't know what happened there. The test cases should have been generated here. When we say there's a new suite, this is what I started with, right? I wanted to generate the test cases, and I think that's what I. Let me try to go through the exercise in a way. I mean, I will not save it. Let's see what it shows. So this was the agent, and this is the version, and whatever is the thing there. There will be mock data, the test cases, generate test cases. If I said generate test cases, who will generate the test cases and when? How will you generate the test cases? When will you generate the test cases? Oh my god. Thoroughly, I added the same comment again. I don't know. It should have worked. It should have generated run test. It's a blank test case list, and I simply ran, and it should not have run because the list is empty. It's scoring based on the empty test cases. Oh my god. Everything passed because utterance and the expected response were empty. Why did not you generate the test case for me, buddy? I'm flabbergasted. I'm confused. But I'll study through that. Okay. Slowly we'll expand into that. So that's all for today. That's all of my exercise into expanding on this certification. We'll keep going deeper slowly. We'll keep going deeper. Just that it's not necessary to do everything on day one, right? So keep your hopes high. Agent orchestration is a very necessary skill in this upcoming era of building with the industry. And I am working from a small town in Haryana, and that was me for today. After this completion of this exercise, this session will be downloaded from LinkedIn, uploaded to YouTube. Then my agent will summarize the session and create a to-do list on my Notion database. That's my version one of $1 million consistency partner. That's me. See you soon.